G'day and welcome to EarDeals, Australia's #1 free-to-use hearing aid brokering service, where we connect you with the latest hearing aid information on the market, free of charge and with the best deals that we can find. Our mission's simple. We provide you as a potential hearing aid wearer with transparent, unbiased information about the latest technology, and we can do this because we are 100% independent of hearing aid manufacturers. If you're someone who likes our videos, please press the like button on the bottom right hand of this page. If you want to subscribe, you can press the red button that says subscribe and we will notify you of any of the latest hearing aids that hit the market if you're not quite ready to pick up the phone and talk to one of our brokers. And finally, if you know someone with hearing loss that's struggling, that would informatively enjoy this information, please press the share button on the bottom right hand of this page also, and you'll be able to connect them directly. Thank you for your support, Australia, as we try to deliver you the best information about the latest hearing aid technology to hit our market. It's a very exciting day here at EarDeals HQ, and that's because we are launching the Phonak Audeo Paradise. And why it's so exciting is Marvel, its predecessing technology level range, basically was a global success. Phonak's taken it one step further, released the Paradise, which really does increase the functionality of this device range and adds improvements across all aspects of the device. So please stick around and listen to some of the technology that this hearing aid has. It's highly discreet, highly functional and very powerful, and it's going to be jam-packed with features that really will attribute its success and how it connects to more and different diverse types of lifestyles. It's the third generation type of hearing aid from Phonak with Bluetooth connectivity. So it really does extend its connectivity to third-party devices such as phones, computers and even tablets. The Phonak Marvel Paradise comes in 4 different types of devices within the range. The P312, which is the replaceable medium-sized battery. The P13, which is a replaceable size battery which is larger than P312, and it comes with Telecoil. The PR, which is the lithium-ion rechargeable battery, and the P-RT, which is the lithium-ion rechargeable battery with Telecoil Connectivity. The device range comes with a number of receivers, and this is designed for the mere fact that it will fit the majority of hearing loss levels from mild to profound. So we expect that this device will be highly popular because it's going to be able to be fitted to more hearing loss types. It's a big winner because of its size and its discreetness. It's carrying this over from the Marvel range. But with this device, what made it so popular was its functionality, and that has been improved, and you have greater software capabilities and hardware capabilities with this device. So we really are improving on that previous range. Phonak has released the range in its entirety, meaning that every single one of the devices is coming available at exactly the same time. Why is this important? Well, unlike Marvel, was released sequentially, so the devices were coming out over a course of say 6 months, and as a result of that, sometimes clients were who purchased at the start of the year preferred the Marvel device that was released sort of midway through the year. So it really does eliminate that and improve the user experience in choice when it comes to choosing from this device range. The hearing aid has a new processing chip with double the memory on the previous Sword chip. The new chip is called Prism. It's no doubt one of the strongest devices and most capable devices now in the market as a result. Phonak devices also come in the Paradise range with motion sensing technology, and this is a key area that we're going to explore greater further on in this video. Today I'm going to specifically focus on the Phonak Audeo P-RT, which is the rechargeable lithium-ion battery with Telecoil Connectivity. Once you've selected the right device from the Phonak Paradise range, be it the P312, P13T, PR or PRT, you then have additional options. And this is centered around technology levels of the hearing aid, or what's more commonly referred to as software levels in different technologies. It's important to note here that you are selecting a level of software and its capabilities which provide you additional support to hear. Each hearing aid brand has technology options, and at EarDeals, when we broker a hearing aid, we help people find the right device based on 3 key factors around technology, and that's lifestyle, budget, and hearing loss. Each of these areas ultimately determines the technology level that might be right for you. Let's start with the technology first and then circle back around to the 3 key points to give you better context. The Phonak Audeo Marvel has 4 technology levels, and these are the P30 Essential, P50 Standard, P70 Advanced, and P90 Premium. You'll see these 4 on our website everywhere for Phonak. Now, as you go higher in the technology range, you are unlocking more software features, and this will improve the hearing device's capabilities of assisting your hearing loss. These features are the hearing aid manufacturers' what we call software codes. They've been developed to improve a variety of situations that a person with hearing loss may encounter during daily life. A really simple example of this is the one that's called Comfort in Echo. This feature basically picks up on the repeated sound of an echo and reduces or eliminates it. Another key area is the fine-tuning channels, where the higher you go, the better the clarity, as the hearing aid has more frequency range, and this improves its audibility and clarity. For example, when you upgrade to the new Paradise software from Phonak, it has 3 new features, and these features, such as dynamic noise cancellation, is only available in the top P90 level, and this can improve what is called the signal to noise ratio in noisy environments by up to 4 decibels. 4 decibels, for example, is a difference between understanding speech and noise or not. It's kind of important. In this top level, you'll also find Speech Enhancer, which is used in quiet environments and is designed to help you hear by lifting softly spoken voices in quiet environments. Finally, you have motion sensing hearing, and this technology is available in the top 3 of the 4 technologies from P50 to P90. It's designed to determine if you are stationary or moving, and then automatically adjust the hearing aid's ability to enter into a focal range or build that focal range out to being more sort of wider with a greater radius, so that then the hearing device can then help and transition those voices as they travel around you. Now, we've provided some examples, and it's easy to explain the 3 important factors of lifestyle, budget, and hearing loss now, whereby as you go higher in the range, you'll access more technology. For diverse social settings and active lifestyle where demands on hearing due to transitioning into different environments is higher, this is where being in the 90 level may be more important to you. It's obvious also that we've closely tied the level of hearing loss and how the hearing loss is better supported with features designed around automatic capabilities and greater clarity, and the localization of voices in particular in noise. The final one is budget, and this is where we help you on your budget to find the best device to stretch your dollar further. In the Paradise range, each technology level will help the majority of hearing losses. However, with a smaller budget, you are limiting the technology choice that you do have. At EarDeals, this is where our brokering service can really help you, as we only work with the best, most qualified audiologists with lots of experience, and that's because we've been in the industry a long time. It is vital that we only work with the best, and while we focus on this area a lot with EarDeals brokering, we really want you to get the best out of your device no matter the technology level, as a hearing aid is only as good as the clinician who fits the device, and we have no bias on what level you choose. Your satisfaction is our bias. We want you to be really happy. For these reasons, we strongly discourage people from making blind decisions and purchasing hearing devices online with no service guarantees or knowledge of the business and their professional capabilities. From a broker's standpoint, it's unnecessary. It's high risk, especially when the majority of our prices when we're actually doing our brokering for you are cheaper, and when you are getting a guaranteed service offering that our reputation is based upon. The Phonak Audeo Paradise range connects to both Apple and Android devices. So for instance, if you decide to change your phone at a later date, you've got less cause for concern here on whether or not your device will actually connect to your new hearing aids. When Phonak brought out the Marvel range, the fact that we had direct connectivity to both Apple and Android devices was a game changer, because the other manufacturers out there still require an additional device between the Android devices and the hearing aids themselves, which comes at a greater cost and more usability. So you have to learn something new. We've got better Bluetooth stability, and we also have better user experience because of that motion sensing technology we discussed earlier. For example, if you go like this, you can give Google or Bixby or Siri a command and ask them to read the morning news, play your favorite song, or call mum or dad. You can have two devices connected at exactly the same time. So if you're on the train and you're going somewhere and a call comes through, the movie will actually stop or pause, and then you can take that call and then hang that call up when you're finished. You can have up to 8 connections at the same time. And this is really important because in the past we've had a lot of clients who have struggled with the settings on their phone or on their hearing devices. So once it's set, it really is forget. And when it comes to 8 Bluetooth connections, this is far greater than the majority of household devices that are available in Australia that people are really using. So tech-savvy people here should be very happy as well. It's easy to use because of that double tap feature. And a welcome addition here is when a call comes through, you'll hear the person who's calling come through on the phone, and then you can hear their name. You double tap, answer the call, double tap to hang up that call. This is great if you're driving, for example, because you don't actually need to look for your phone, and you don't have to reach for your phone either to see who's calling or to pick it up. All in all, connectivity here with the Phonak Audeo Paradise has been improved on the previous Marvel range, and this is really exciting because we couldn't believe it when it came through with the motion sensing technology and how Phonak could possibly improve a previous model, but they have done it. Phonak Audeo Paradise range has got 2 rechargeable lithium-ion battery options in their Phonak range for Paradise. Now, the battery itself is the same battery which came from the really popular Marvel range, which we've seen over the last couple of years. You still get that same 6-year estimated lifespan on that lithium-ion rechargeable battery. You can either choose the mini charger or the combi case charger, which has a dehumidifier in the lid of the charger case when it's closed down over the top of the hearing aids. Additionally, the combi case charger also has the ability to put an additional battery into the base of the charger so that when you walk away from a power source at a wall, for instance, and go for a trip or you're in the car, you can still charge those batteries of those hearing aids up to 7 times. The rechargeable battery on the Phonak Audeo Paradise is 24 hours worth of use, or if you are streaming, you get 4 hours worth of streaming and 16 hours worth of use. A full charge is 3 hours, or 1.5 hours will give you 80% of charge on the hearing devices themselves. Rechargeable batteries are fantastic for people who live busy lifestyles, especially if you're on the move all the time. You may consider going down the road of looking at the combi case charger with that replaceable battery. We're finding that rechargeable batteries have now come into their own in the sense that the lithium-ion batteries are stable. We're not finding any issues with them, and we're also finding that they're more and more popular because people are finding that if they have dexterity issues, they're not really struggling to replace the little tiny batteries inside the hearing devices. They simply take the hearing aids and place them directly into the charger. One of the most exciting features of the Phonak Paradise range is that each hearing device can connect to a range of accessories. Each of these accessories are designed for a variety of situations whereby you require further help to hear or improve connectivity with items such as your TV. Whilst hearing aid technology has come a long way, Phonak still reports that around 30% of wearers still report struggling to hear on the odd occasion. And this is where devices like the accessories really come into their own field. We find that hearing aid wearers tend to wait to see how their hearing aids perform before purchasing additional accessories. However, this is contradicted by the TV connector due to its surround sound and great audio capabilities. The Phonak Paradise range links to the following accessories. The most popular of these we'll discuss in greater detail soon. So it of course starts with the Phonak TV connector. The TV connector streams the volume of the TV directly through your hearing aids. If you are sitting on the couch and you have your partner sitting on the couch, you can actually listen to the TV at your volume, or your partner sits on the couch and listens at the TV's volume. So it saves a few fights. Another key area is the fact that you can actually balance the ambient outside noise and the TV volume. For instance, if your partner is at the kitchen cooking or is vacuuming or something in a different room, basically what you can do is increase the TV volume within the hearing aids whilst reducing the ambient outside sound, giving you a more comfortable listening experience. The Phonak mic. Now the partner mic is designed for one-on-one situations where you might be in a noisy environment such as your car. If you're driving along the highway and you have your hearing aids in and your partner is speaking, they've got a soft voice for instance, a partner mic can be used on the lapel of the person who's sitting next to you, or they can hold it and talk directly into that microphone so that you can have an easy listening experience. The Phonak remote control, which is very similar to the app, which is free. The remote control gives you the ability to adjust volume and programs. It's designed to have big buttons, so people who have dexterity issues and don't have the ability to change the volume wheel on the actual hearing aid itself don't have to worry. The Phonak remote mic, and of course the Phonak Roger microphone range, which we saw in the previous model of the Paradise, the Phonak Marvel range, which includes the Phonak Roger pen for individual conversations and small amount of distance coverage there to be able to increase your ability to hear over shorter distances, which is fantastic. The Roger Select, which is used for smaller group settings and has automated abilities to be able to pick up on speakers as they move across the table. And finally, the Roger Table Mic for larger speaking groups such as boardroom tables, where you really do need that distinction of who is talking around you in larger group settings. And if there's a little bit of noise, it tackles that as well. If you're considering a telecoil option within the Phonak Audeo Paradise range, you have two options to choose from here. Now those options are the P-RT, which is the rechargeable option, or the 13T. Telecoil is a technology where it's a small tiny wire inside the hearing device which picks up on the audio loops of PA systems or public announcement systems. You'll find these systems in places like churches, universities, your local libraries for instance, and the most popular movie theatres. It does mean that the device is slightly bigger because of that physical coil. However, most people wouldn't realise if they were, for instance, walking behind you and comparing two size hearing devices, one with telecoil and one without. So if you are looking for that extra connectivity, telecoil is one of those options, and it's a technology that's been around for a very long time. The Phonak Audeo Paradise now comes with acoustic sensing technology. It's not the first brand to come out with it, but Phonak's using it in different ways. The hearing device can change its audibility of its sound now based on movement, rather than relying just on the acoustic information filtered through the environment. So we've gone from 2D to 3D. This is great if you're sitting in a stationary position. The hearing aid will focus directly in front of you as it knows you're stationary. If you start moving around, for instance, 6 or more steps, the hearing aid will open up that radius and start to source the geographically surrounding sound field. It's great, for instance, if you're walking alongside someone and that person goes from one side of your body to the other, the hearing aid will actually pick up on that movement of that particular voice and continue to keep it in the conversation so that you have better audio capability of understanding of what's actually being said, even when you're moving around in different environments. App development, my favourite area because it's limitless, and the hearing aid manufacturers globally really do see the significance of app development on improving the user experience for those living with hearing loss and needing to use their hearing aids on a daily basis. It's been one of the key developments in any hearing aid technology over the last 5 years. Phonak is no different. We've had an update to the myPhonak app, which brings with it new features and updates to the existing functionalities. You have enhanced hearing diaries, which gives you the ability to document your experiences. You have video calls directly with your clinician, and even have the possibility of doing an audiogram or a hearing test directly through your hearing aids. This is kind of important in these COVID times if you're not feeling safe going out or you simply just need a little adjustment. Paradise offers amazing personalisation with its noise cancelling functionality. And what this means is if you're out in a noisy environment, you can use the functionality there to reduce that noise coming through those hearing aids. You can save programs, and what that means is if you go to your favourite cafe and you play around with the settings, you can save that as a program and then go back to that program at a later date if you go back to that same environment. You can connect to all of the Roger microphones as well and see the status of those connected accessories, the status of your connected hearing aids if you're unsure if they're connected or not. You can record listening experiences in real time and then provide that back to your clinician so that they have a better understanding of where you're struggling to hear in certain location. That real-time feedback is paramount for improving the listening experience of those living with hearing loss and a great solution for those with the Phonak hearing aids. You have speech focus, so you can directionalize the microphones, and that gives you better capability if you're, for instance, out at a cafe and it's noisy, you can direct that speech focus into the person who's talking. You can adjust the bass and treble on the hearing devices to what your preference might be, and just do a simple adjustment up or down on your volume settings. The Phonak Audeo Paradise comes in 7 colours. This is 2 less than the previous Marvel range. However, the 2 colours that have been discontinued are the least popular colours in the range from Marvel. So we don't think this is going to affect you too much in Paradise, especially because at EarDeals, we never actually fitted those colours. When it comes to the colours, it's important to note that if you're looking for a discrete device, try and match the colour choice of that hearing device to your hair or skin tone. The weight and the size of the device is exactly the same dimensions as the previous model. The hearing aids in Paradise also come with IPA68 rating, which is the highest level in the industry for dust and water resistance. The Phonak Audeo Paradise has got a few considerations for you, and the first of these is colours. It doesn't have a lot of colours compared to other manufacturers. So if you are colour conscious, hopefully you'll be able to find the right colour of your choice within the range of 7. The receiver in the canal device, which is the device that goes behind the ear with the receiver going into the ear canal, which is across the full range. Paradise is not the smallest range of receiver in the canal devices on the market. You will find smaller ones, and this is because they might have a smaller battery, for instance, or less technology. The benefit here is that if you're not tech savvy and you're not really looking for all that extra technology, we can help you here in your decision-making process of possibly looking at other alternatives here. However, as far as what the hearing aid is packed full of, technology-wise, this is a great device at a pretty good size, so you should be happy with it. A few annoying things with the app. Now, when you're on the app, clients keep reporting this back to us, and they're on the app, they take a phone call, and when they're in the app, they're on a specific program, and then what happens is that program needs to go back into it once you're off that phone call. So that you've got the setting of that program that you've already pre-saved. So you might be at your favourite cafe, for instance, speaking with someone, take a call, then you've got to go back into it. It's just a bit annoying. Another one, which is probably a little bit more annoying than that again, is that your programs on your app get reset, meaning they're removed when you go back and see your audiologist for an adjustment. So what we're finding here is once you've got that final adjustment and you're really happy, realistically there you want to be then saving those programs once you've got them at that point, because if you're going back at your second or third appointment, you will be removing those saved programs. Finally, one key consideration here is that Phonak has been really targeted globally online with cheaper retailers. So you will find devices are a lot cheaper around the Phonak ranges, and this is because the people who are selling these devices necessarily don't add a service package to them. When we say service package, this is the actual tuning of the hearing aid to your hearing loss. So that's the hearing test plus the adjusting of that device to your hearing test results. In Australia, this has obviously upset a lot of audiologists out there because basically they're not getting that amount of money that they usually would have got for the purchase and the fitting. But realistically, when it comes down to the price of hearing devices in Australia, we've really hit sort of a tabletop here where I can't see it going any lower, especially when we look at the top of the range across the full categories. But when it comes to the broking service that EarDeals offers, we take the low cost of the hearing aid, we also include those services and those adjustments plus the hearing test within it at that same low price. And so when we actually look at those prices where you see that lower cost than us and then add the servicing on, which is anywhere between $1,000 to $1,500, it's well above our prices anyway. So just a bit of a consideration for people shopping around. And the main reason I say this is because we get a lot of calls from people coming to us saying, I've bought these hearing aids, no one will fit them. And when they do fit them, they're more expensive than what you've got. So this is just about a bit of a consumer warning there anyway. So all in all, a few considerations there. If you're not a big app person, nothing to really worry about. If you're not too concerned about colors, not really anything to worry about there. Accessories a little bit more expensive. They are very good quality accessories and they do work really well. We very, very rarely have any issues with them. And if you're looking for a small device packed with features, you really can't go past the Phonak Paradise range. EarDeals is fiercely independent of hearing aid manufacturers. Our job is simple: provide a free hearing aid brokering service that supports both private funded hearing aid wearers as well as those who can access the Australian Government's Hearing Services Program for free and subsidised hearing aids for pensioners and DVA card holders. Our mission is simple: link the best quality service providers in the industry with the best possible products on the market so that you get the best possible clinical outcome for your hearing aid fitting at the lowest price. Join many of the thousands of EarDeals clients in Australia already and call 1300 010 064 and hear the EarDeals difference. At the end of the day, you've got nothing to lose with our 60-day money-back guarantee.